Hello and welcome back to Chat and That podcast, episode whatever. This is, I think, one of the specials of the FMP interviews, and this is a special one because I have a little. Oh, what's this? Oh! I've got a DuPont invite.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, is that what's happening on today's show? It is the great crew of DuPont, Emily, Ceri, and Olly. Woo! Yeah. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for inviting us.
Congratulations, by the way, on the film.
Thank
You had the
you.
premiere 2 days ago.
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh my god.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. People liked the film,
Scary.
Thank
People
God.
like the film.
which is a massive relief.
Yeah.
Why was it scary, Emily?
It's terrifying. Oh my
Why?
god. Something that you've worked on for like 10 months straight, and everyone's just there to judge it.
Yeah.
That's
This is going to happen for the whole interview.
Yes.
I don't know what they're talking about.
I don't
Okay.
understand what you mean.
Who came to the premiere, by the way? Out of your
It
family?
was a family.
Our
Something.
family.
Yeah,
my family.
we all had our parents there.
Yeah.
Sisters.
We didn't have any of the cast, which is sad.
But you are going to do a...
Premiere part 2.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Cool. When did you hand in the DuPont?
We got early.
I did
Did
it
it
on
early?
Monday. I did it on Monday.
I did it
That's
the day
4 days.
off.
4 days before.
I did the day off.
I thought you were on Wednesday.
No, I was Thursday morning.
Oh dear.
Why?
The Wi-Fi in my house wasn't working, so I had to
You had to come
speed
to
the MC in Thursday morning. Yeah.
That's rookie mistake.
Why do you have to hand it in individual? I thought you have to have one person has to hand it in, and that represents the whole group.
No.
Yeah, you
I
would
don't know
think
why.
So.
I don't know why. It's not like they're going to watch it 4 times and then check for,
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
differences.
Yeah, Ollie's
Bizarre.
different.
I'm not sure. They just want to make our lives difficult. I think that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a nice night, wasn't it? And it was very good.
Gorgeous night.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was very, very good. It was very good. You should be very, very proud of all your hard
thank you.
work.
Thank you.
So I have a few questions before we get on to DuPont. I asked everyone this. How did take me back to where it all began? How did you all guys meet and start working together?
Well, so we start with me and Ceri.
Yeah.
We started being friends, but like it's a little bit before uni.
Yeah. It was.
Before uni?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like a few months before uni, we got in touch and started talking about music and stuff like that and things we liked.
Oh, is this the Facebook?
Yeah.
They had a
thing.
group
A
chat.
group
Yeah,
chat
yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like that, and we got in touch and we started chatting and we became friends before. We met up at uni and we started doing stuff. We did some really rubbish films to begin with.
That's what everyone does.
I don't know
yeah.
what you're talking about.
Some really poor films. But we just kind of worked together the whole time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember when you first met? Was that the lecture or something?
No.
It was at the freshers'
It was
night.
Terrace Bar, yeah.
It was like the first night of uni.
I was nervous.
Wow.
I was
Yeah.
very nervous.
Wow, that's quite amazing. The first night.
Yeah.
Wow. What about Emily then?
I
Well,
don't know, she just kind of showed up.
I kind of just showed up.
Yeah.
At your door.
I just
with
Name's
leave.
Emily.
Please.
Yeah, nice to meet you. No, I didn't really chat with them that much until 3rd year. And then,
Really?
Yeah, they were looking for an editor and a cinematographer, and I was sort of figuring out which group I wanted to be in,
Yeah.
and then I contacted them and I was like, "Can you please take me on?" Because I saw their pitch and I was like, "This looks like it's gonna be a good one."
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
What about Jade?
Same
It's JD.
as-
JD, sorry.
Yeah.
JD.
JD.
Same as Emily.
We had a bunch of people who were asking for cinematographers, and through luck and happenstance, she was the one that came to us, and yeah, that's how it all came to be.
Nice,
Yeah.
yeah. So, okay, so in general, why film? Why Winchester?
Oh.
Where did it take me back?
Oh gosh.
What happened? Why film?
Are we gonna
Why
go
film?
individually?
Well, yeah, you can do it
Yeah.
individually.
Go on.
When I,
That's a great answer. Don't time to
Move
think.
on.
No, I've got
Okay,
it.
got it. Cool.
I didn't want to go to like a big city, like I don't know, Manchester or
Yeah,
somewhere in
yeah.
London, because that's just way too overwhelming.
Yeah.
So I wanted somewhere quite small, and then I knew that Winchester was quite easy to get around, and then I heard that the film course was good, and I did like creative subjects at A level, and I knew that I wanted to do film, so it was kind of just a win-win that it had a good film course and was a good uni. So.
Good film course, but I wouldn't say easy to get around though, Winchester. I disagree with you on
One-way
that.
system.
Very,
It's-
very hilly.
By car.
It is very hilly.
By car.
Yeah,
It's awful.
you're not gonna get lost, But
Yes.
yeah, transport
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, and hills.
Mm.
All right. So you didn't grow up as an early age. This is the question. You didn't like your parents didn't shove on films, and you go,
No.
no, just
no.
kind of creative media in A levels and.
Yeah, because I did film production at A level.
From
'Cause-
production.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah,
That's wild.
and
Interesting.
yeah, because it was COVID, I never got to make any films while I was actually at A level.
Oh God, yeah.
So I was sort of like, well, if I do that at uni, then that's all I'm doing is making films, which is why I wanted to start doing it at uni.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. What about you, Ollie?
It's very similar. It doesn't drag into Winchester because I like small places. It's nice and small and compact. I like it. Film, I'm not one of those people who are like, films pushed to me when I was young. I wasn't making short movies with a Super 8 when I was 4, something like that. I was big into acting for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, big into. You can't tell from DuPont.
Yeah. Well, no.
Well, God,
no, hang on,
I
I didn't know. No, I didn't know.
Let's be for real here. That is a
Yeah,
character.
it was good. You were good.
What can I
You were
say?
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Stole the show.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I didn't see that in the editing process. No, Ollie was in it. I was like,
He didn't want to look at
We
it.
kept that. Yeah, no, I avoided that. I did acting and performing arts for a long time, and then around the time COVID was hitting, I was doing a bunch of stuff, and I rewatched some stuff, and I was like, "This sucks. I hate doing this. I feel so poor," and I was just not enjoying it. And for about a year or so, I was scrambling for what left to do, and this was during COVID, so I watched many films like every day throughout COVID, and I was like, I've always loved film, but I've never really like chosen which side of the camera I like being on. And so I was like, I'll do film. I like films. I love seeing films. I want to make films. And then I came here, I started doing films. I'm like, damn, I got it right. I like doing this a lot.
yeah.
And now I'm here.
Nice. What about you, Emily?
I mean, in A level, I didn't do anything related to film. I did English, maths, and psychology, and
Wow.
yeah, because I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I was like, I'll just open all the doors and see where I want to go. But during COVID, I think I was like, okay, I'm just gonna spring in a completely different direction and try this out. So I made a film as like an extended project for my A levels, and I was like, yeah, I've done one film. I think I'm good at this. I think this is this is what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how it happened. And I live close to Winchester, so I was like,
Oh, you do?
yeah.
Whereabouts you live?
Oh, Reading.
Oh, Reading.
So-
You did Reading?
Oh, that's a good,
Reading,
yeah.
Reading-ish. Yeah, so I'm about an hour away.
Oh,
on the
yeah, a
train.
Reading train station. I know it well. Yeah.
Me too.
Second home. I know it well. Yeah. What's it like gonna leave doing it again? What's it gonna be like leaving Winchester then? How do you feel about are you gonna make like how's it like gonna make films after you leave and
It's
stuff
gonna
like
be
that?
More
so much
expensive.
worse.
It's gonna be more difficult.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
so much
No
difficult.
free equipment anymore.
No
Yeah,
loan
that's true.
counter.
No
Yeah.
loans counted.
Are you gonna miss it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Definitely.
I'm looking forward to being done, but that's just in a state of closure.
Yeah.
But also, I like it here. I like working with people. I like working with the equipment. I like making films here and being friends with people here. So it's going to be a bit of a weird adjustment to go and not be around with people I spent the past 3 years with
Yeah.
in very close proximity.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like some kind of safety bubble.
Yeah.
You know, like being at uni for 3 years, it's kind of, you don't really think about anything else. And then suddenly once you finish, you're like, oh, I actually have to go into the real world. And
Yeah.
I don't think about that. I'm like, that will come when it comes.
Let's move on to DuPont. Woo! Now, before we get on to that, I have a quick side question that I want to ask. I have a piece of paper here. I don't fully understand why these are in the MMC. I don't fully understand.
I think it's very clear. to be
Neither
honest.
do I.
So show the camera. Does anyone want to explain what this is?
I can explain that.
Yeah, please do.
When I've been working for a little while
Horrendous.
and it gets late, I get antsy.
Right.
And I like to annoy people in my vicinity.
You just like to annoy Ceri.
You basically.
Just
That's
so-
it, it's
right.
just Ceri.
So I start printing things and putting them around the MC.
Right.
You've seen many more of those kind
I
of
have,
things.
because I was
a
like,
cute
good morning, Jim. I sit down and go, what the hell? What
Yeah.
the hell is this on my screen? It's like,
Well, got people talking about DuPont.
Yeah.
So
It's a
It's
good
a
advertising
marketing
strategy.
technique.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
all marketing.
I think the best thing is that Ceri does not care.
No.
You just
No.
walk around like, yeah, and there's another one.
I don't care anymore.
Okay, it's like about 11 o'clock or something like that. That's when I start printing stuff, and that's when I think I need to go home.
I want to get Ceri to sign it later. So.
Oh, you
Oh,
should.
nice. If you're ever wondering where all the paper's gone.
Yeah, that's why. Thank you.
Yeah.
I had to go all the way to WH Smith to get paper for this. I wonder why that went. I was doing it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Let's talk about DuPont. So, how did it all begin, and where were all the ideas coming from? What was in the pipeline? So, was it going to be why in the past, why not in the future? Was anything else?
That's pretty easy. That's all Ceri.
Yeah.
That was all Ceri.
It was like, I think it was last May or last April. Me and Ollie decided that we wanted to do an FMP together because I was debating for a long time if I wanted to do a script or a film.
I was praying that you wouldn't do a script.
I was so close to doing a
I
script.
was really hoping.
That would have been awful.
But
Yeah, I'm quite confused about that. So, film production, you can either write a script or make a film.
Yeah,
Is that
Yeah.
the
for
idea?
us, we could either do an FMP, a documentary, or a script of 90
Just like a
Oh,
feature-length
right.
script.
Because I thought people did a script who were part of film production and screenwriting. 'Cause the merge.
Oh,
no, you
No,
can
no, no.
choose.
Oh, I
You
didn't
can
know you
choose.
could do that. All right.
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, mine did a script and stuff like that, and many people did.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I said to Ollie, like, I think we should combine our two, like, passions. Like, I wanted to do a period piece, which, looking back, I'm like, Jesus, I wanted to make my life as difficult as possible.
Yes.
And then I know that Ollie likes his action and his drama, and we were heavily inspired by Knives Out as well.
And Last Night at the Emerald. We saw
Last
them.
Night at
We
the
saw them
Emerald.
editing in the
Yes.
MC.
They
Last
were,
April.
They were
And
on
it looked
news.
Gorgeous. I'm burping like crazy. I'm gonna be for real. You're gonna have fun editing this.
Oh, God.
The Lucashead's gained to me. But yeah, Last Night at the Emerald. We saw them editing, and it would look gorgeous. And we wanted to have a period piece of our own while making it our own as well.
Yeah, and also our housemate writes murder mysteries, like, as the game.
Yeah.
And so we sort of pitched the idea to them, and we were like, how does this sound? I think they liked it.
They did like it.
I would hope so.
Okay.
I think
really
there
would
might
hope
have just been like a passive voice, like a ear to
Yeah.
listen to what we're talking about.
Yeah, it sounds fun.
But like the whole story we came up with when I was over at your house, and we were just like making up names and trying to figure out of all these names and all the detectives and all that kind of stuff, who could be the killer and why would this person be the most interesting person to be the killer? Because like that, we wanted to subvert expectations. We wanted to make people look the complete wrong way and then hit them in the gut with the truth.
Yeah.
So that's why we chose the specific killer. That's why we chose the story. But yeah, the story comes down to just me and Ceri sitting in her living room last year, talking about what we wanted, what kind of things would look cool, what kind of things would we think would look cool. How could the story be complex enough to be interesting but simple enough to be understandable? How can we interweave the ending into the beginning? How can we make it feel satisfying?
It's so good when it all comes together.
Yeah.
Because that was the thing. We were like starting to be like, okay, and then this happens, and then this happens.
Yeah.
It was getting so exciting.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. It's really nice when you make something and you're like, okay, this is actually going to work. I think.
Yeah, the period pieces are oh dear, that's...
Yeah.
When I watched it, I was like, that's going to be very tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you pulled it off. Pulled it off.
Thank you.
So getting crew for this, why? So, you didn't know Emily that well. Well, you met Emily, of course, and JD. Did you see some of their stuff, and were you interested in working with them? What were the roles? Were you thinking of sharing directing credit? I think you were sharing.
We were thinking about sharing
Yeah.
directing credit for a little while.
How does that work? Because isn't one person supposed to be the director for the canvas
Yeah.
stuff?
It was going to be they would both kind of direct and produce. I think that was the
Yeah.
idea.
But then I think it sort of fell into
For them to me
you
directing, you
directing it.
producing.
Yeah.
And was Emily always going to be editor?
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think so.
I mean, Emily's a very talented editor.
Yes.
As you can see from DuPont.
She is.
It's really good.
And we
Thank
saw some of
you.
the stuff she did before in the previous semester. And we were like, this is really, really, really good.
Oh, stop.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna
I-
miss torturing Emily in the Emily.
I've been saying since day one, the best decision we made as a duo in making DuPont was getting Emily on board.
Absolutely.
Easily, without a doubt.
Thank you.
That's the most confident decision I think I made overall.
Yeah. As a fellow editor, I understand how
Yeah.
how hard. I love the credits, by the way. They're
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Yeah.
I literally
Genius.
just thought of it on the fly because we had like B-roll and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
I hadn't really used much of it, so I was like, just pop that there, see what Ollie and Ceri think, and they liked it. So.
Yeah, well, it's not just like a black background with white. It's
Yeah.
something.
It's visually interesting.
Yeah, visually interesting.
Thank you.
Right. So what I was impressed with, which I wrote down, is the cast and the casting.
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
They were amazing.
They're
I don't know the
very
names,
good
obviously, but you can describe the names and like how did you find them, and what was the casting process like?
I'll talk about the main character, a detective, Wilbur Wright. He's played by Crispin Belfridge.
Talented man.
We took a long time to find Wilbur.
Really?
We had quite a few. He was at like the first like few audition tapes, and we had a few good ones. We had a few really bad ones.
Talk about the magician.
We had one guy whose whole gimmick, he did a very bland performance, and then suddenly he pulled a coin out of midair. Went, and I'm like, whoa,
He went like.
yeah. It was
Is this in person or a self tape?
it was self
Oh right, okay.
but it was kind of impressive.
I mean, we remember him.
I remember him
So
very,
do I.
very well, so it kind
We
of
were just
worked.
watching it like.
We had
Strange.
we had one very strong contender for a while until we found Crispian, and that was that actor ended up being in Arari. He turned up as remember Dr. Meyer in Arari.
Really?
Yeah.
And
Oh
he was-
shit, he
I
was
think
good.
Richard Court,
He was
very
great.
He
good
was
in Arari.
amazing. He
Yeah.
was very. We were very very close to getting him, but we saw Crispian, and he had this kind of chill to him that I really liked. That I thought brought. It was a different take, but it's a take that I felt suited the film more. But yeah, Richard is a fantastic actor. And
Yeah.
if we didn't get Crispian, we would have had him on board without doubt. But Crispian was fantastic, and I was really enamoured with how the layers of the performance immediately. He was very, very good.
And the other guy, the side detective,
Yeah,
he was very good as well.
Oliver Brodie. We loved him.
We got him quite quickly.
Yeah, he was our first choice for Leon. We saw a few of them and we're like, easily Ollie. He actually auditioned for 2 roles. He auditioned for Harry DuPont, the
Guy gets
victim.
killed.
Mhm. He auditioned for him as well, and we thought he's good at being Harry, but we wanted him in the film for longer. So we brought him in for Leon, which turned out to be a really good decision because he was very
He's
good.
great.
Yeah, you were very lucky with the cast. They were all really, really good.
We got a lot of good actors. They're all
They were very well chosen, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we're so lucky that they sort of got on with each other well
Yeah.
enough
Yeah.
to like
Oh my
bounce
God.
ideas off of each other.
I think it was James, Vicky, and Shelley.
The other cast
Yeah.
were very, very good. Do you want to shout out them as well? So you
Oh.
all found them on...
Mandy and backstage.
Right.
We had a bunch of casting calls. We had, I think the other actors we had were Alfie, who played Harry. Beautiful. He's so lovely. He was so sweet. We had as Arthur Wright, who we see in the very first bit of the film, is Ceri's boyfriend, Jake.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We were
Casting there.
We were running out of casting, and I was like, please.
That's why I'm in the film. We ran
Oh,
out of
right,
casting
yeah,
money,
yeah.
basically.
You wanted to do it.
I also wanted to do it. I love cameos in films. I think
Yeah,
that's
very
everyone.
Hitchcock. Yeah.
I'm very. What can I say? I tried to get Emily in it as well, but she refused.
Oh.
No.
I mean,
Ceri was in it?
I got Ceri in it.
Yeah,
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 exactly.
yeah, yeah.
A minute.
Yeah.
Did Elena
I
not
was
get
not
in it?
sound.
Sorry?
Did Elena not go in it?
No, no one else really wanted to go in it. I tried.
I got a bunch of my flatmates to be in it as
You
extras.
did.
Yeah.
So that was my.
Yeah, that's true.
There you go. So I didn't have to be in it myself.
That's
That's
fair.
true. That's true.
That's fair.
On behalf of Emily.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
But the other cast, so the other cast as well, how did you, Mandy, as well, audition? Did you actually have
Yeah.
in-person auditions?
We didn't have any in-person auditions, simply because they came from all over the UK.
Yeah, yeah.
Did a tape
I
event in
mean, Vicky,
London.
who plays Frances, was from Devon. That wouldn't be feasible for us to bring it back and forth all the time. So we had on screen, and then we brought them. We did a few calls in between to talk about the characters, the film, how they felt about it, how they felt between the dynamics between the characters, and then we did a read-through about a week or two before filming. That's when we saw them in person for the first time. And
in-person read-through.
mm-hmm.
Wow,
yeah,
wow.
that was great. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Seeing their characters in person for the first time and seeing how they react with each other and how excited they are. Yeah, it was really, really cool.
We were very lucky that they all got on with each other as well, because they were forced to live together for a week.
Yeah, we had to put them in the same
you
house.
don't have a choice
It's an
but to
odd
get on with each other.
Group of people, but I think they worked well
Yeah,
together.
they did.
They did. Yeah,
They did very well.
How did you just quickly? How did you like? How did you find directing or like working with the actors in the scenes?
That
Was it
is
quite tricky for you, all of you to.
It's the first time I've directed such a huge amount of people in a set like that. Usually, when I've done directing student films, stuff like this, it's been one person or two people, and it's not as complex. This was very complex. We had a massive time crunch because of how long we were allowed at the manor. We had a lot of shots to do. We had a very precious manor to keep nice and perfect. So it was tricky. It was difficult, but it was also mainly due to how amazing they were. Very smooth. They would listen, they would understand, they would get my point of view. I would talk to them because I used to act a little bit. I would talk to them how I see it as actors and how I think they could feel the same thing, the emotions they're going through, the state they're in, their current scene, how they feel about other characters at the same time, the different dynamics, all that kind of stuff. And it worked really well. And I think I'm happy with how the film looks and how the actors feel with each other in the same frame. I think something I wanted to capture is that there's a shot with 5 actors in. I want to make sure they all seem to have something going on. Because they're all 5 good actors and they're all characters and they're all living people. I think it's really easy to have a character in the sideline do nothing because it's easier that way. But I want them all to feel like living people and react to certain things in different ways and have certain tics and intricacies. And they all capture that perfectly. So I think, yeah, my biggest reason I think the film went so well, not only due to the ability of the producer and editor and everything else, was also because the actors were so damn good. And they just understood how the film should work. They understood how the characters should work. And they understood how the film should feel. And so I owe a big credit to them for how happy I am with the film as well.
Yeah. It was really nice actually because I was only there for one day. And it was the last
best
day.
boom operator, I would say.
Sorry?
Oh, yeah.
Best boom operator.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Easily.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to help on, as much as I could on FMPs. Like, I wanted to do DuPont. I wanted to do Howland, but I couldn't do that. I wanted to do Children of the Valley. I couldn't do that. But I was on DuPont, and it gave this like family vibe, which was really nice. And it was very emotional to see you guys, have a speech and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, from a person who didn't know anything, it was like, oh, this is really, it's really sweet. So it was quite emotional to see you all go, oh, this is it,
Yeah.
How long did you shoot for then?
7 days.
7 days overall.
In a row?
No, not in a row.
Almost.
We did 1 day to shoot the war scenes. That was about the week before.
That looked cold.
Coldest day of
freezing.
honestly,
Oh my
the year.
god.
I think
That
it's the
was
coldest day of the year.
horrific.
Bless Alfie.
We were frozen
Was your
going
fifth
up
member
there.
that died?
Yeah. Oh my god. So we had the 2 other actors. We had Alfie who played Harry.
Oh yeah.
The poor man was frozen to death. We have a picture of him huddled up between shots
So
with
sorry,
like
Alfie.
a coat huddled over his feet, and he's just kind of cradling himself.
He only had like
on
trainers.
the side of the set. It was so sweet, and I felt awful
I think
for
it was
him.
honestly, it was like less than 0 degrees.
It was so
As you can
cold.
probably tell from how frozen the grass
Yeah,
was
that's what I
in the
say.
shots.
Yeah.
And poor Jake, who plays Arthur Wright, he was lying on the grass, on the frozen ground for about an hour, maybe 2 hours, playing dead and having to go for so long,
some of
covered in
that-
fake
Some of that was a
blood.
bit real.
Some of that was a bit real.
Yeah, added to it. He looked pale.
When we
that's
see like behind the scenes
Make
pictures
that
of
up.
him, he looks like a rubber prosthetic body. He's so pale,
Yeah.
and he looked dead. He looked genuinely dead. Great for us,
Yeah.
bad for him.
But it looked for me, it looked really cold.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it looks good. But the big location that I think was amazing was the mansion.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find it, and how difficult was it to get hold of it, and how long did you have for it?
It was really difficult to get because I was like, we're quite lucky where we are in Hampshire. Like we're surrounded by like big fields and National Trust, and they have big manors and stuff. So I was sort of getting into contact with as many as possible, and they'd be like, "Yeah, that's fine, but that's £1,000 for the day," and I'd say,
What?
Can't do that.
£1,000 for a day?
"Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah."
Oh my god.
And I would have to be like, "We're students," so it got to a point where I was like, "I don't think we're gonna get the manor."
Yeah.
And I was going on Airbnb, and I was like, "We're just gonna have to look for like a fancy house or something."
It was tough for
Yeah.
you.
But then I just felt bad because I know that you wanted a manor, and I know that I wanted a manor. So I was like, no, I have to keep fighting for this. And then I found Stansted House, and I emailed them, and then we went to go. Originally, they said we could just film outside, just in the exterior. And so we spoke to Fiona, and she was like, you try and get more than that. So we went to go see them in person. And then we basically tried and haggled our way and be like, we're students, we really need this, we really need to
beg on
film
your
this
knees.
out."
Do you remember when I was talking to I can't remember, what was her name?
Sasha.
I was
Love that.
pleading. I was like, please,
We had put on
I
the best
have
puppy
to
eyes.
ask. I'm so sorry. Please, I have to ask.
Please,
Can we
yeah.
please get the inside? I was pleading. I was begging. I was saying
was
some stuff.
Beautiful. And she showed us inside, knowing
Wow.
that she probably wasn't gonna let us film inside, and then we were just like, this is teasing.
Yeah,
This
Yeah.
looks
you have
so
to let us
Yeah.
film
good.
here. And
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, inside it was incredible. Yeah.
it was gorgeous. We waited 3 weeks for her to like confirm it. So that was the worst 3 weeks of my
weeks.
life.
It was
I
a
don't know what to
long
do.
time.
What
And
time
it
was that around?
We were on the bus back from another location, from an Airbnb location.
Yeah, we were looking at another location when she.
Weren't we at the train station?
The train station was when
No, that was.
they
was
said we
when
could
they
view
said-
the house.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
We were on the
yeah.
bus back from the Airbnb. When I remember Ceri saying, or an email from Sasha,
Yeah.
about the house and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but honestly, they were so trusting with us because they knew we were students and they knew we had quite a lot of people there. But yeah, they were fine. They were really nice.
Yeah.
So, and we did overrun because we only had it from 9 to 5.
Right. Yeah.
And there were days where we went over that bit, but I don't think they minded.
It wasn't over by
You
'cause
know,
it
it
was
wasn't
like
like
half an
hours.
hour, something like that.
Yeah.
But they were very lenient. They were so lovely, and they
They lowered the cost as well.
yeah.
They are.
Because
That's great.
The actual cost it would take if we were a big production, it would have been £2,000 a day.
Jeez.
We got Ceri got down to £400 a day.
Nice.
Inside.
Haggled.
That's
Yeah,
great.
for inside. For outside, we got £100 for 2 days.
Nice.
For outside.
Yeah.
That's very good
So-
critical reflection page filler.
Yeah.
So
Ceri did
most of my critical
amazing-
reflection
Yeah,
was just the manner.
Ceri did a considerable job. It was insane.
Wow.
£900 for, what was it, 4 days at Manor compared to from 2000 for
God.
1 day.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It
It
was
was
just-
very, very good.
It was a shame that we were so busy because I just literally just wanted to walk around, just take everything all in, which we did when we visited it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just so beautiful and it's so quiet. It's so
Amazing.
quiet.
Yeah.
It was like deserted almost.
It's open. It's open to the public, I assume.
In
Yeah.
certain months, so we were able to get there off season. So
Off season,
So
right?
there
nice.
wasn't anyone there.
Nice. The interesting thing I thought about the film was the visuals. Very interesting cuts with the chair.
Yes.
With the chair,
Thank
I love
you.
that. And also, what was interesting was it was very clever. Is that the day that I was filming, you did it again. The
good
interesting
man.
thing.
Too slow.
What?
It was good, man.
Well.
It's crazy.
I'm doing it as well.
Delusional.
The interesting thing I found out was that it was interesting because you didn't use a room in the mansion.
No.
It was clever where the main character opened the door and then walked into the
That's
room,
right, yeah.
which was I thought was very clever because you can spend more time on the
Airbnb.
Airbnb
Yeah.
On the
day and
secret.
pretend it's part of the mansion, and then
Yeah.
so I thought that was an interesting. I was like, I know. I thought that. So talk about the visuals and the editing and stuff. I loved the shot of the behind the chair and then
Oh,
cut,
yeah.
and then talk about like working with JD on the visuals and stuff and cinematography.
Well, I think in terms of editing, I really wanted to have a film that up the tension really slowly. So
Right.
you have a really big, impactful, death scene right at the beginning. So that's, off the bat, this is what we're working with. And then we get to the party scene, and it's a complete change in sort of, tone and music. And that's really told through our composition, which honestly was, fantastic. But we'll get onto that later. And I think the tension really starts to ramp up in scene 8, which is our interview scene. And that's when, the suspects start getting questioned. And that is where Wilbur sort of begins. And you can tell how seasoned of a detective he is. And he is really, grilling these questions into our suspects. And I think that's where the cuts sort of become a bit quicker and a bit faster and sort of interchanging with those wide shots and the close-ups. And I really had a lot to play with in that scene. So that's one of my favourite scenes because I had so much to play with, and sort of interchanging between Alice and Francis and Lenny. That most of that was inspired by Knives Out.
Yeah.
There's an interview scene in that which it's quite a bit slower than ours, but it sort of changes between characters, and it shows that the detective is asking the same questions to each character, and I really wanted that to come across. Yeah, so that was definitely a very fun scene.
The painful thing that really hurts, it's a very short, it's a montage-y scene.
It had to be.
But on the day, you all guys just worked it's just, this is the thing that just kills me. Is you worked 26 million hours on this scene this day.
Yeah,
and it lasts for only
it's
about
about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes.
It's a very difficult scene to do, and you were there. You saw how tedious some bits were, and behind the seat shot.
Oh god, that took 2 hours.
That was a long one, and Elena, my AD, was just going, "Come on, we need to hurry." I'm like, "No, we got to get this good, man. We got to get this
It has
good.
to be the exact same angle.
It has to look good. It
Exact
can't.
same frame.
Can't be wobbly. It has to look perfect." That scene was. I was very nervous for filming that scene because that was
It's one of our big scenes.
If that scene didn't go well, I think the film would suffer massively. Because a good murder mystery has to have a good interview scene.
There's a lot it's told. There's a
Exactly.
lot of factual.
It has to
given.
feel, the pacing has to feel right. The acting has to feel right. How the camera works with them has to feel right.
Just be like, bam, bam.
Yeah, exactly. I think we did a okay job. I'm very happy with the
you did a
interview
good
scene.
job. You did a great job. Yeah.
I think with the scene 8, that scene had a certain magic to it because when I wrote the script with Ceri, I wrote out scene 8 within a day or so, and after that I didn't touch it. I don't think out of everything, the whole film has been the whole script was edited to crazy. That was the only scene that wasn't edited by anyone. I had Marnie editing the script and she said that scene's perfect and touch it.
Wow.
When it came to editing, Emily edited that scene, and we've been through it quite a few times. I think pretty much nothing changed from the first edit of that scene.
I think so,
There was
yeah.
one thing we changed because we had a second slide shot behind the seat, but we took that out because we
Rob-
saw it once. We were like,
Yeah.
Rob said, we saw it once, we don't need to see it again. But that scene has a certain magic to it that I'm very proud of.
Yeah, it was very, 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 very good. So, these are kind of questions for film/edit. What was the hardest? Well, no, what was the best part to film/edit, and what was film/edit, or what was the most difficult, most challenging film to edit and hard thing to do?
That's a tricky one.
I think for me, it not the most challenging, but the most sort of interesting piece for me to edit was the reveal. So after
Keep that a secret. Should we
Oh,
keep that a
you're
secret?
keeping it a
The
secret.
reveal. We'll say,
I won't spoil anything.
yeah, the person.
Yeah, so
Yes.
when someone
Someone.
is piecing things together,
Yeah.
it's kind of experimental because Fiona was actually the one who gave me the idea to sort of implement these flashbacks back to not only just the war scenes but also different parts of the film. And this person is piecing together all the information, and I've put in sort of vignette and sort of echoing voices, and
Yeah.
that is all very fast paced along with the music. So that I think was possibly a bit challenging because there was a lot I had to work around and change in that moment. But very much the most interesting bit for me to edit. Yeah.
I think the hardest thing for me to shoot, I've got the answer.
Yep.
It's was it scene 13?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a scene where it's gonna be difficult to do that, spoiling things. This is a big scene in the film. There is a certain revelation from a detective, and a certain item is found, and the difficulty with that scene is that that was the one thing that wasn't planned very well. We had scrapped our previous shot list and we do a one take, so we had about an hour left of our day, maybe even less. I think it was less than that. It was about half an hour, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
We had about limited time,
People
very
were
limited
packing
time.
up as we were doing
Yeah.
this scene.
And this was the most essential scene in the film. So I was running around, I was going, okay, the camera comes in from here, it'll follow this person going here, then it'll follow this person, stay on that person for a while, then it'll follow them onto this person, and so on and so forth.
You had to block
So I
all
blocked
those
it. I blocked
characters.
it all out. Then I got the actors and I blocked them. Told them what's going to happen with the camera around them. Then I got JD in. I blocked her with her. I told her where she's going to go, how she's going to interact, and where she's going to stay. And it's a very rushed sequence. And it's all a one take handheld thing. We did it in about 3 takes. I think because it's rushed, there are some slight issues like with focus, stuff like that. But
Yeah.
that's
Mostly just focus,
only
yeah.
because we had 10 minutes to shoot that scene.
Shit. Yeah.
But that was easily the most stressful thing I had to do, because my very good AD was very good at timekeeping, and we were running out of time. So I was on the clock, and I had a massive scene to shoot. So that was a very tricky scene to get done.
What about you, Ceri?
What was the
But,
hardest
yeah.
scene?
Or to produce? Would you say the mansion? Or?
The mansion was the hardest to produce. Absolutely. It was also sorting finances and everything as well.
Right. Yeah.
That was awful.
An expensive film to make.
I loved all the props and the costumes and stuff like that, and the phone. What did you get them?
Oh,
Oh,
the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old-fashioned phone.
That's got an interesting.
interesting
That
you
was-
mentioned that.
What?
That was something from the manor, and that was a phone used by Winston Churchill during the war.
What?
Hmm
No.
It's an actual
We don't
antique.
And it was in the mansion.
Mhm.
Bloody hell!
Don't
Oh
know
my
how it was
God.
there, but it was there, and we
we-
had it.
That's an
First thing
IMDb
we all-
page filler.
Yeah, and
Can we touch it?
we weren't allowed to properly pick it up. We couldn't touch it much. Only people who could touch it were me, Elena, and Crispian.
Why are you not to touch it?
Because I'm director. I'm the boss.
Oh right. Oh, I see. Okay.
Come.
All right.
I'm the boss.
Your boss.
I'm the big guy. Of course. Hey.
It would have been funny if the person who owned the mansion was the only person to touch it. Like, oh, we need a phone. So you probably got the person.
The insert of the hand. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
we just need to put some hair.
Yeah.
A very
Yeah.
feminine hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's an actual antique we used in the film. But a lot of the other props we had were either due to a prop maker we had called Chris.
Prop
or-
maker.
And prop maker.
Wow.
He got us a number of things.
He made the DuPont logo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
DuPont
Wow.
logo that we have.
Automobiles.
That was him. There's a number of like a bunch of paperwork we see during the interview scene. That's all his stuff.
Wow.
There's some things that didn't make the film.
Oh yeah, the papers.
Yeah,
and
you know the
stuff.
documents
yeah,
all
yeah,
over the
yeah,
desk.
Yeah, that was incredible.
That was all
And the
his stuff.
cameras.
They all got about 2 seconds each.
Yeah, and all the cameras and all there's like a compass that Crispin
Binoculars.
holds in one scene and binoculars. That was all Emily and her dad.
My dad.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
likes to
yeah.
collect antique binoculars, and my mum's like, "Can you just throw those out, please?" And it's the one time those have been actually useful. I was like, "I can use those."
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
film." So the law is that. Sorry, I'm always late. Yeah, the law is that the father of the DuPont house who's passed, his hobby was collecting antique binoculars.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not antique in those times. Just
No,
Just
regular
normal everyday binoculars.
Quite modern.
Yeah, yeah, modern. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't that. Yeah, that's incredible. The next question I have is the thing I was blown away by was that I noticed was the music. The music was incredible. Now, before we start, there's a thing about the music. Is there's a thing on Olly, your story, that I'm a huge fan of, which I laughed my arse off.
Oh, you love it.
I love
God.
it. I was like, I saw it and I went, oh my God, that's the funniest thing. And now I know why you were excited. There's just a video of just you and Ceri and Emily just going, yeah, I'm so
I
excited
love that.
about the music.
That was our first
and I
day
love it.
seeing the music. That was the first scene.
I feel good.
It was so good, and oh my god, it was so funny. It was like it was you saying I feel good, and then it was you going ah, and then the camera goes back to Ceri just going like this. And I find it so funny.
You were not supposed to post that. It was just going to be a little video.
No, I
Yeah,
had to
yeah,
post
memories,
it.
and it was like send to everyone.
I
online.
had to post it because it was so funny, but also it showed how excited we were.
Oh yeah, we.
And
were.
yeah, now
you
I don't know
can't
tell.
why.
It was. I'm so happy with the music. The music is gorgeous.
And how did you get the music? Because I thought it was quite cool. It wasn't a student, was it?
No, that was thanks to our supervisor and executive producer Fiona. She got us in contact with a
Ian
master's.
Tipping.
Yeah,
Ian
there's
Tipping.
a master's course as well.
Yeah. So he's part of that
Yeah.
course. So he came to the university to give a talk about it in our second year, and Fiona was like, "Hey, do you remember that talk? Get in contact with him, and then he will sort of show you towards a bunch of really talented composers." And we had about 17 different
Yeah.
samples come in.
Wow.
So I gave them a really detailed synopsis, sort of, the budget that we had, how long the film was going to be, and how long they'd need. We had so many, and we listened to them all.
Very good.
Very hard to choose from, but eventually we chose a lady called Anastasia, and she's from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
So we never actually got to meet her in person, but we had loads of Teams calls, and I was basically back and forth with her for a very long time as she composed little bits at a time, and we would just give feedback. She'd come back with us, but honestly, the ones that she provided, we barely needed to give any feedback
Oh my
because she
God,
was just
yeah.
so talented.
She got exactly
Wow.
what we wanted from the get-go, and just some gorgeous stuff, some really, really gorgeous stuff, and everything that we were like, I said I wanted things to be like, she took on and made it better.
So would you give her scenes and then she would do the music with those scenes? Because I wonder, how did you do
Yeah.
that? Did
It
you
was
just finish the film and
tricky.
then give it to
Yeah.
her?
So I sort of, because I was editing as I wanted to send it to her, but I was editing at the same time. So what I did was I'd send the first 6 scenes and be like, okay, I need music here and here, just so she had enough time to do that. And then when the final thing was finished in April, I sent the whole thing just for her to get sort of that understanding. She'd read the script like ages before, so she
right.
did understand what was going on. But it was tricky in terms of timing and having to go back and forth sending new rough cuts. And there was actually the reveal, see, as someone's piecing the information
Yeah.
together, that was changed last minute, very last minute. That was sort of like end of April sort of
Wow.
time, and I had to send the new cut to her and say, can we change the music slightly? And she was able to do that really
She was
quickly.
amazing, yeah.
Wow.
So really glad for her, and I think just her talent made the film so much more immersive.
Yeah.
And the tension, it just makes it so much more fast paced and hard hitting, I think.
Yeah. I do almost cry every time it gets the credits. So we had the sample piece that she gave us many months ago that I fell in love with. It felt exactly with the kind of vibe I wanted. It had a mix of Knives Out and Haunting in Bly Manor, and I loved it. And so a few months later, she gave us the first bits of music, and it was gorgeous. And then she said, can I use a sample for the end credits? I was like, if you can make it work, do it. I was not sure if it could work, but she did. And then we heard it, and it is gorgeous. It works so beautifully.
She intertwined the last scene, like her original composition for that, with the original sample that she'd made 8 months prior.
Wow.
We all sat there like, oh my god.
It is really beautiful.
Makes me kind of emotional.
It makes me very emotional watching it.
Was did she live in Russia, did you say? Or
Yeah.
think
so
so.
you zoomed her in Russia?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. And what was her background? Is she a student or a
She's a master's.
Masters,
Masters,
alright.
yeah.
master's? Wow. That's amazing. That's
I
amazing.
don't
how...
think you realise how important music is.
Yeah.
Oh my
Have
God.
it.
Yeah.
Having to
Ties
edit
it all
without
together.
music, because I remember showing you different rough cuts, and it would be like a really impactful scene, and I'd be like, please imagine this with
Yeah.
a lot of music.
Yeah.
And just watching it in silence is so much different to
Yeah.
having music.
I mean, the reveal feels slow, and no matter how you do it without music, it
Yeah.
feels awkward. But then you put music over the top, and it just
Changes
swallows you
everything.
whole. It's amazing. It's really, really good.
Yes, it's weird you say that, Kerry, because I agree, because I watched a documentary about Home Alone, a film that I love, and they had, before they had John Williams, they had music that was, oh, you're doing the leg thing again, okay. They had music that was a bit kind of like 80s, like, you know, piano, kind of like electric piano. But then when John Williams came, it just completely changed the whole thing. So it's weird not thinking about DuPont without that music.
Yeah.
So where are you taking DuPont with it? Where are you going to take it? So you've got it. Is it finished completely, or you're not tweaking it at all? Are you going to give it to festivals? What are you doing with DuPont?
I think it's finished. I think we're done with it.
Look to Emily for that.
We have to fix a spelling mistake in the credits. We will take to festivals. We have to work that out, like, this week and next week. But yeah, we have to take festivals and show it off to everyone, and then probably next year and this year we'll put it on YouTube for public. Depending on when we think the festivals had their dues.
Not do like I should have recorded it and pirated it.
I think for everyone who came to the screening, they asked for it. I give them a YouTube link to an unlisted.
Yeah.
thing.
Keep it.
So if you want to watch it again, you're more than happy to. But for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, you have to wait.
Oh.
You gotta wait.
Is there anything that you've kind of, last kind of question about DuPont, is anything that you kind of like learned from it? Anything you take from it?
So much
experience from it.
People are so generous. Like the fact that we had people like you on our set, you didn't need to be there.
Oh yeah.
And it's like having people there, and they're not getting paid, but they're taking time, their own energy and time. Especially people that are making their own FMPs as well. Being on our set, it's so nice.
I will shout out.
Everyone helped out so much.
3 people in particular.
Okay.
Who were there like almost every single day, and they're volunteers. We had Ed or Henry Jones. He was.
Did you have Ed on DuPont?
He was our gaffer.
Oh yeah.
For the entire manor
driver,
shoot.
he drove all the equipment.
He was our driver. He had a van. He was a soldier. He was amazing.
Excellent.
Yeah, Ed is soldier.
He was amazing. He did so well, and the film wouldn't be the same without him. He was there for all the manor shoots. Elena was my AD, who was there for every single day. And
she had her schedules of...
Oh my God, so many schedules.
She loves her schedules.
She was so on it, and yeah, she made me on time, which is very, very good for how limited time we had. And Marnie.
Yeah.
Who was our camera op, our driver, my script editor. She did so much for the film, and she was there for pretty much every day, even though she was sick for a few days.
Yeah.
She was ill, but she was still like
Marnie.
trying to go there. She was incredible. So those people,
And
everyone,
JD.
JD, of course. She was member of my crew though. She's
not here.
She had no choice. She had to be there.
Yeah.
But all the volunteers were amazing. You were amazing. Everyone who came up on the set was amazing.
I was only there for one day. That was
still one day in life.
The thing is, I
Very
thank
helpful.
Emily actually, because I did a film called Divine Intention, and I loved it.
Very good film, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. But I never really touched a mixed pre before.
Really?
So it was like giving a car to like a child. So there's pictures of me like stressing my like arse. I'm going, oh my God, what is this? What is this? Oh my God, I've got to you have to arm a mixed pre. Oh God, I don't know. And Emily was nothing but kind to me because I didn't understand what to do, and I was going, oh God, because you gave me the boom. I was like, no, I'm just happy to hold. I don't like ones what I do. No, I just happy to. But it was nice that you were taking my time, and you were actually like a nice little tutor for me, which is nice. I want to thank you for that. It was very, very nice. You were very, very good. You were very professional. And you said, yeah, Matt, make sure you do that. I was like, okay, so I learnt more experience from you. And thank you for that.
I was just like, here, have the boom.
Yeah, and I was like, no.
Yeah, it was a pretty stressful day, but you made it a lot easier because I didn't have to worry about doing that, because that is a big part of it, and it was very helpful, so thank you.
Oh, no,
I'm glad
thank
you
I
learned something.
Yeah, I did. I knocked it on the table, and I was like, oh, fuck.
It's okay.
That's
happens.
all right.
Like,
It
shit.
happens.
All that kind of stuff happens, yeah.
Yeah, there's like the acting as well. I was like, oh,
Honestly, it's been so many weird little mistakes. I think there's a take in the film that someone's phone goes off. Things happen. Don't worry about that.
But I think of the edit, because when I banged the table, I was like, okay, he didn't say anything. Because you always think about the edit.
Yeah.
Some people don't really do that, but I was thinking, okay, so Emily can cut that bit out. Okay. It's not really forever.
There's so much of the film was like, we can fix it in post. That's not Emily.
Do you have like a continuity person on set as well?
Sometimes, but
Which
we
we
had
did a
multiple people who were continuity people, which didn't really help with continuity. We had, I think, 3 different script supervisors.
Yeah.
So that meant
on different days, yeah.
on different days. But there was we had some continuity, continuity was pretty good. We had one issue, which I won't say because
Okay.
I don't want
spoiler
to break that window.
alert. Okay.
It's only
Okay.
It's only a small.
It's an issue that I can't stop seeing. I don't think anyone else noticed.
Yeah, but now you said that, everyone's gonna be looking.
Oh,
for
I'm sure
it.
they will. But there is one major continuity issue in the film that's, for me, for us, blaring.
Dun, dun, dun. All Emily's fault.
Did you notice anything?
No.
I
Okay.
don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know really?
Maybe I do.
It's when they're like.
Yep.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
that's a really big giveaway.
Yeah, got it.
Oh.
No.
He is
No,
making
no,
it. It's
I
fine.
didn't notice it. I thought it was fine. Anything else you want to say to DuPont before we move on to other non-DuPont questions?
Ooh.
I think I just want to say, hey,
Sorry.
what?
I just want to say.
I just want to say,
You're breaking the song.
I just
Well,
wanna
you
say,
can sing if you want. You know.
DuPont was almost a musical.
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you being?
No.
Oh, you're being funny. Okay.
No, I would have
What's
left. I think I would have left.
It would be a good play. That's what I thought.
I think you're
We've
right.
made a lot of jokes about it being a musical. We've been kind of coming up with a little
Me and the
song.
actors were singing on set.
Oh my god! Yes, I have a video of a song with you guys. And like,
you send it? Can you
we'll
send
save the
it?
day and save the day. Yeah, I remember that. You and
Send-
James were singing that. I can send it to you after this.
All right, cool. Another fun.
I can show you that. It's so fun. Anyway,
Lots of behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, I think I just want to say thank you guys for having me on and, just seeing my work and liking it and letting me be a part of the project.
this one.
Yeah. And
Sorry.
thanks to everyone. I feel like it's like a closing speech. Just to everyone who, as Ceri said, helped out for free. Just, people who wanted to be there. And we would not have been able to make the film without all those people. So, yeah. That's
And
what I
your
wanted to say.
funding donation people as well.
Oh my god, yeah.
100%.
Saved it.
I
Yeah.
actually couldn't have done it without anyone that donated.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Does that make any sense?
Couldn't
think
have
so.
done it
Couldn't have
without
done it
people.
without anyone that donated.
Do you have a GoFundMe page?
We had a crowdfunder.
Actually, I did notice that because I couldn't spell DuPont engagement, so I googled it and it says, "Oh, it's a film by." Blah, 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 blah. It's actually on Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
We're
cool.
official.
Yeah.
We're on DB and everything.
Does it?
Professional.
No.
Mhm.
I'm gonna add that to my list then. Watched it. Cool. Right. So let's move on. So these are kind of questions about film and everything. What are you kind of working on now? Is there anything you would like to work on in the future, like other films? Is there anything you'd like? What would you like to do in the industry? Do you have like an idea, editor, producer?
I think I'm leaning towards editing.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from. Just anything in that sort of realm. I think I fell in love with it when, like halfway through second year or whenever I was working on the editing modules. I was like, this is my favorite one so far, and yeah, probably just yeah, definitely it's something to do with editing. And DuPont has helped me sort of realize that this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I would like to go back into producing at some point. I think I know now that I can do it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. I mean, DuPont's been great for my showreel. So if I can just go to someone and go, look what I
Look,
produced,
I can do the
can
manner.
do
The
anything
manner.
now. Then yeah, I would like to get into that in the future. So yeah.
I assume directing, Ollie.
I like directing. What can I say? I think making DuPont has made me realise I can do things that I've always wanted to do. I mean, my dream job since I was young, since I was like 4, has been to work on Doctor Who. That's been my life
Oh
goal.
my god, I'm
I
a
mean,
huge
they're
Doctor
still
Who
going with
fan.
it, so-
It's still going. They'll never stop. That's my life goal, to work on Doctor Who. Whether it's writing, it's directing, it's just holding a boom, whether it's anything. That's my dream job. So from here to there, I don't know, but that's where I want to be
Yeah.
in one day.
Oh, you like Doctor Who?
I'm a massive
I
Doctor
love
Who.
Doctor Who.
I love Doctor Who. I've loved it since I was 4.
Favourite Doctor?
Peter Capaldi.
Bye.
You are kidding me!
You've upset.
No.
Alright, who's yours then?
Look, I have to say, Peter Capaldi is a good doctor.
Okay.
Unfortunately, in my
David
opinion,
Tennant, isn't he?
again, we all have our doctors, but in my
Yeah.
opinion, I think I felt quite sorry for him because he didn't have the good scripts and he didn't have the budget. Matt Smith had no. Matt Smith was good, but Dave Tennant's the best one.
Most iconic one.
Emily agrees. Yeah.
Peter Capaldi is the best Doctor. He's the Doctor for me. David Tennant is the most iconic one. I love him. He's my first Doctor. Capaldi had. I'm gonna say the opposite to you. He had the best scripts.
Whoa.
Heaven Sent.
Well, yes, but that's one.
Zygon inversion.
Yeah, but if you look at sorry, we're going to just tangent for a second.
No, yeah, we're
if you look at
tangenting
series
major.
9, if you look at series 9, right?
Yeah.
Every 2 episodes are the same story.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
Why? Why is that? Because of the budget.
Season 9 and 10 are my favorite. Two of my favorite seasons.
What?
Season 9, 10 are my favorite seasons. 10 is the best one.
10's the best one.
Easily. 8's the worst Capaldi season.
10's the best
not getting
one.
paid to say
That's
this.
with Bill.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh come on, Bill's great.
It's so bad.
It's not. What do you mean it's bad? It's amazing. You got
Series
the Doctor
4
Falls.
is the best.
You get the Doctor Falls. You get World Before in Time. Great episodes. You get the pilot. You get Knock
The
Knock.
pilot.
I love the pilot.
Oh.
I love the Doctor being all
I wish my
lectury.
brother was here. Alec, help me.
No, you're all alone.
Well, David Tennant got Midnight, Library, Blink.
Who are those written
Blink.
by? Who were those written by, huh?
Stephen Moffat.
Oh.
Yeah, but then Stephen Moffat. Yeah, but Stephen Moffat run out of ideas. It's all about. Oh god. Yeah, but it doesn't matter who it is. It could be William Shakespeare. And he can have flops. You know, what about Steven Spielberg and BFG? That was a flop.
Wild.
And he's one of the best directors of all time. Right. Anyway,
Capaldi
moving on.
episodes was nice.
Right, moving on. I've got 2 kind of questions before we get to quickfire questions. What do you think of the industry now? Is there a thing? Is it getting better? Is it getting worse? Are you scared of going into it and stuff like that?
The industry is in a constant state of being awful and good at the same time.
I went to the Halo post talk a couple weeks ago.
The what? Sorry.
The Halo post talk, post
Halo?
production. Yeah. So.
The game film series.
No.
No.
The game.
No, there's a post production house called Halo Post.
Oh, right.
And they came in to the uni literally like 2 weeks ago to give a talk because Rob knows someone there. And they were saying about how the industry right now, it's like in a dip, which isn't great because we're graduating, but they say it will pick up back up again. I think just it's in a constant state, as you said, up and down. But yeah.
What about cinemas, Ollie? I know you work at the Everyman with Francis.
With Francis. Big up Francis.
Yeah.
Not
What do you think about like in general? What do you think about cinemas and them dying?
I don't think they're dying, but I think they're doing worse than they used to. I think COVID was a massive issue for cinemas, and the rising prices of cinema tickets.
Yeah.
I think the rising prices of everything else as well. It means people can't justify going to cinema. They can't justify spending 10 quid for a ticket and 15 more quid on top of that for food and drink when they have to pay for the dinner that night, they have to pay for the bills. And it's easier because they go straight to digital like a week after they come out.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of films and how they're distributed, it's worse. It's worse and it's at all-time low, I think, at the minute.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that because I saw a thing that said it's very important between when films come out and the long
You need
time
like a good
before it comes
6
on
to
DVD.
9 months.
Yeah,
in
but it
between.
comes out like a month later.
Exactly.
Or less.
You need time in between.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, what's the point in cinema?
Yeah.
And I think it's from like Abigail, which came out very recently, came out on digital like a month after. Too soon. It's all too soon. So I think cinemas aren't dead.
I mean,
But
think about Barbenheimer.
But the thing is, there's always a few hints of cinema coming back. Barbenheimer was huge. The cinema I worked in before Everyman did wonders for it. Saved that cinema.
Really?
It would have shut down if it wasn't for Barbenheimer.
What Winchester? Everything?
No, I worked at Scott Cinema in East Grinstead.
Oh, all right.
That would have shut down. But there's always a few saving graces, but there's always times when there's just not enough money coming in.
Yeah.
So cinema is, I like to think it's okay, but it's up and downs.
Yeah.
Everyman's gonna be okay because
It's Everyman.
You're there in France.
I'm there, so people want to go see me, of course.
Yeah. What about you, Ceri? What do you think about the industry now and stuff like that?
I think job-wise, it's really difficult because I've been looking. I've been trying to get stuff, but there's nothing.
Wow.
It's a bit
but
pessimistic.
what?
Ooh.
There is nothing.
Really?
But
Sorry.
yeah.
God.
But I think
So late.
like actual films that are coming out right now, they've all been amazing, especially last year. Last year was such a good year for film.
Fantastic
And I
year for
think
film.
for cinema as well. I don't know why. I've been going to the cinema so much more, which
It's
is
because
you
I
got
give you free tickets.
Yeah. And
Wonder
so because
why.
of that, I've been seeing way more films than usual, which is nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it is in a state of going down and then going up, and I do think right now we are in a bit of a down phase.
Yeah.
But it will get back up
Go back up.
for
Yeah.
you guys when you guys graduate.
Yeah, for the
Yeah,
lucky ones.
just for
yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys.
I'm lucky, yeah. I didn't come when
Uh-huh.
COVID was here, so it was great, yeah. You were the soldiers. If you ever see a Mean Girls poster at Everyman, let me know.
I think they're all gone.
They're all gone.
They're definitely all gone.
Get my
Sorry.
friend Hope a Mean Girls poster. The last question before we do quick fire questions is, in general, it could be film or not, is there a serious issue in the world that you think needs to be known more, that people need to be more aware of?
Well, Free Palestine.
Yep.
Easily,
Yep.
without doubt.
Yeah.
This is very like cultural, but it's happening all the time. The Met Gala a few days ago, same time as that, Israel invaded Rafah. When they said that was the only last place for the Palestinians to go. It's a genocide. It's not war. It's not conflict. It's genocide. It's ethnic cleansing, and the more people that know about it, the better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, anything else, or do you agree?
I agree.
Definitely
I
that.
agree.
Yeah. Just war. There's still Ukraine still have.
The Congo is going through a genocide as well.
Yeah, and Congo. Yeah, just everywhere right now. I think obviously Palestine is very in the news, but also Ukraine and Congo and everywhere else. So yeah, that's definitely
Yeah.
that.
Would you like to do documentaries about that kind of subject or something like that, or do you ever?
I could do it.
I've
I'm
always
more
wanted
inspired to do documentaries after watching Rehabilitation by Alex Hill,
That was amazing.
the knife guy.
Yes, that was
That-
very good, very powerful.
That
yeah.
was. I will say that's my favorite film of the premiere,
Yeah.
easily without doubt.
Absolutely.
He is an extraordinary filmmaker, and that was I cried a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah,
watching that.
same,
It was
yeah.
an incredible film, and I think he should be very proud of himself.
Yeah, that was it was very very. Yeah, when the next film came after that, I was like,
We're like, we need
Yeah.
a breather.
yeah. So moving on to quick fire questions. So,
Okay.
favorite film. Let's start with Emily. Favorite film of last year.
Was this last? No, Everything Everywhere All at Once wasn't last year,
No.
was it?
No, it
Year
wasn't.
before.
No.
2023.
I liked the Barbie movie. I really liked the Barbie movie.
Yeah?
I
What?
knew.
What are you, Ollie?
Past Lives.
Sorry,
Past Lives.
don't know what that is.
Do you not know what it is?
No.
Oh
Past
my!
Lives.
It's the
Oh yeah,
Celine
yeah, yeah.
Song film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant Poor Things. I was like, no, that's not. That's not. Did you see Poor Things?
I didn't see both things. I missed that.
All right. What about you, Ceri?
Probably All of Us Strangers.
Good
Alright,
shout.
yeah,
Very
alright.
good shout.
Favorite film of all time, Emily?
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Really?
That's the one. Yeah, I know it's quite popular, but I've seen it like 4 times in the cinema. I love it so much. Got it.
I
I know.
didn't get it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine then.
yeah.
Yeah.
The editing was very good.
Just
Yeah.
everything about it was so like out there, and I think that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Ollie?
The Princess Bride.
Oh, my
Princess Bride. Yeah.
Best film
yeah.
of all time.
Nice.
classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did. I think some celebrities did that over COVID.
They did.
Yeah.
We watched that like when we were procrastinating doing work. It's so funny. I love
You should
it.
do that with the MMC. You should get like
Hey, don't give me ideas.
Sam Hall should dress up, and then you get me, and then yeah.
I'm not liking this.
Yeah. What about you, Carrie?
Shrek 2.
Shrek 2. Nice.
Very
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. Shrek 2. Yeah. Favorite filmmaker.
Come back to me.
Mike Flanagan.
Right.
He did Haunting of Hell House and Blind Manor and Midnight Mass. Incredible shows, and he's a great horror director.
Can I take that one too?
Damien Chazelle.
Why not?
Very good.
Nice. Yeah. Damien Chazelle. It's good. Well, are you taking the same, Emily?
I want to take the same one. I love Hill House and Blind Manor. I'm taking
Mike
this one.
Flanagan.
I'm
Yeah.
taking
Same
it.
answer.
Big up Flanagan.
Yeah.
A favorite song that you listen to forever.
There's a 7-minute song called Time Is Dancing by Ben Howard, and I like that one a lot.
You say DuPont soundtrack.
It's not sponsored.
This is very in keeping with me, but Cherry Wine by Hosier.
Oh, what's it called? The Cornfield Chase, the Hans Zimmer from Interstellar.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
such
That
a
is such a good soundtrack. I love that soundtrack. Yeah.
or
yeah,
every
yeah.
song from Minecraft.
That's so real.
Understandable. That's respectable. Yeah.
Were you one of those kids? Those Minecraft kids?
Yeah.
We all
I'm
were.
I am still one of those.
There's
Minecraft
3
kids.
Minecraft kids right here.
We
You're not
have
Fortnite
a-
people, are you?
Oh no.
No.
Oh, good.
Oh god no.
No. No,
Shush.
I'm not one of those
I
people.
hate kids who do bloody Fortnite dances.
Oh my god, it's the guy from Fortnite.
If you could be a person for a day, who would it be?
Lady Gaga.
Right.
Oh,
Hmm.
Why? I think she's very out there.
be a real person.
It could be dead or alive, or it could be someone that we know. It could be anyone.
Matt Kirby.
Matt Kirby, there we go. That's my
That's the
answer.
4th time someone said that on the show.
Oh,
No,
at
apart
least I'm
from me.
unoriginal.
Apart from me. Doctor Who?
Peter Capaldi, easy.
Yeah.
There we go.
yeah.
Sorry, that took me so long to. No, Christopher Lee. That's my
Yeah,
answer. Christopher
I
Lee.
loved Christopher Lee as a child.
He's a
Yeah,
fantastic.
he's
he was a
brilliant.
fantastic person. Christopher Lee. That's my answer.
Zendaya.
Zendaya.
Is it so you can
Challenges.
So I can play tennis.
Of
so you can play
course.
tennis with Josh O'Connor and Mike Faced?
No.
No.
I
That was
I
my
forgot to write this one, but favourite actor.
Oh. Come back to me. Come back to me.
David Tennant.
What?
Yeah.
Not Peter Capaldi?
He's one of my favourites, but David Tennant was the reason I wanted to do Doctor Who.
Oh, right,
Because I was a
okay.
child, I watched him. I wanted to be Doctor Who. Then I wanted to make Doctor Who. So I'm complex.
You should come. Oh, you're going to Cannes, aren't you?
Oh.
You should. Yeah, Ollie's going to Cannes, but I'm doing a party when a lot of third years, and I have a lot of Doctor Who stuff.
Oh,
the
don't
14th.
say.
I have the 14th. Right, I have the 14th Sonic Screwdriver for
Really?
Christmas. Yeah. First 3 hours Christmas Day, it broke.
God, really?
Yeah, 40 quid gone.
Those were
Yeah.
expensive. That's
Right.
nuts.
Anyway, sorry, moving on. Sorry, moving on. Ceri, what's your favourite actor? Moving on.
I think at the moment it's Paul Mescal.
He's nice.
he's
Good.
Yeah, he's good.
Very.
He's doing great
After
at the
Sun
moment.
was great.
Yeah.
Can I put like a
Yeah.
side person with my favourite actor?
Go on then.
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Big
yeah,
Pedro
yeah.
Pascal fan. He's
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah. Childhood celebrity crush. Emily.
Shay Mitchell from Pretty Little Liars. Come on.
Did you watch that show?
Did I watch that show? I lived and breathed that show.
Well, I
oh my
used to watch that a
God.
lot when I was like 16. I used to watch it with her a lot. Yeah, so I know that
I've
show.
watched it. I've watched it like 3 times. Why do you laugh? I love that show.
Wait, is it Big Little Lies or Pretty Little Lies?
This not Big Little Lies is a very different show.
Isn't that,
Pretty
Wait,
Little
oh,
Lies.
yeah. Have they found the person yet?
Oh,
'Cause
my
it was
God, this is old
A,
news.
double A, triple A.
This is
It's
old
like batteries or
double
something.
A, B, C, D. Yeah. It ended in like what 2017.
Yeah.
I'm still going there.
Isn't there a reboot or a?
There's like 2 reboots. I have not watched those. I
Alright.
do not care for those. I just
Oh.
the original.
you seem so political about it.
I'm
I do not
very
care for this.
yeah. I have.
I don't care for those. Those aren't actual fact.
Spoiler alert! Didn't one of them have like an evil twin in this?
Maybe.
May-
Don't
may-
talk to me about.
Oh my
that,
God.
please.
It's a bit stupid. It just got stupider and stupider.
It
as
just
went
it
along.
needed to end at season 5, but I still love it. I
Okay.
still love it.
Okay. Right. Moving on. What about you, Ollie?
Okay, it's not technically childhood crush, and this is bringing back another actor.
Yeah.
It was Oberyn Martell from Game of Thrones, played by Pedro Pascal.
Okay. Okay.
He was big for me. He was very big for me. Just saying.
What about you, Ceri?
Probably Ashley Tisdale. I saw her in High School
Ooh.
Musical.
Ah, right. Yeah.
She was my awakening.
All right.
That's all gay answers, isn't it?
They are.
Secret talent or unknown fact people don't know about you.
Oh no.
I have a little party trick. I can do a Rubik's cube in like a minute or 2.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
That's really
I'll
cool.
have to show you guys one
You
day.
should brought it on the show.
I know. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. Any chance I get.
Wow, I don't know how people do that.
That's
It's amazing.
nuts.
Took me a long time to learn. I learned when I was like 12, and I never forgot it.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
What about you, Ollie?
I can do very basic card tricks, like
Right.
magic card tricks. That's it.
Ooh.
I can't do. I'm not like I know that one guy who.
Yeah, you
auditioned
should have
for
started a
Walker
double
Eye.
act. Yeah.
We should have actually. Now you think about it. But I can do some basic stuff.
The DuPont Magicians.
Oh, sequel
Yeah,
there.
that's a sequel. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you
Is
go.
that after the musicians?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
musical.
What about you, Ceri?
I have a lazy eye, and I have to consciously think about staring straight ahead. Otherwise, my eyes like drift over.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
It-
I
it-
go constantly.
I guess you're good at
cross-eyed
it
when I'm
then.
relaxed. Yeah.
Sometimes you should just look at me like this.
Oh my god,
I'm
that's
relaxed.
terrifying.
It's really upsetting.
What is something that you have that you just need to throw out? in your room or something?
Housemate.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
No, we won't mention any names.
I think it's me.
Oh, right, okay. Right. Well, that's happening
makes
soon, so.
Yeah, I mean, you got a couple of
Yeah, I
weeks
was
and
about
you're
to
on
say,
your
do
The
out.
wish is
so.
coming true. What about you, Emily?
Probably old clothes or old shoes. I mean, these shoes are like 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah, they're still. Well, okay, maybe that's an exaggeration. Maybe a bit. Maybe like 5.
That's impressive.
Thank you.
Oh, wow, that's very,
Yeah,
very
I-
good, yeah.
Keep a hold of old stuff.
Old stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, exactly. DuPont, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if I ever need an
Hey.
old film, I know where to go. What about you, Ceri?
I still have a pair of shoes that Alice Hendy wore in DuPont, and on the last day of set, she
Ah.
dropped them in the toilet.
I remember that.
And then
Okay,
gave
do you
them...
want to elaborate on that, or?
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. She came up to me on the last day. She went, "I'm so sorry. I dropped these in the toilet."
We're like, on
I don't know
purpose?
how she did it.
Very impressive.
I don't
So
know
I've
how
had
they got
nothing
in there.
set.
So you
But,
don't know why?
No,
Oh, that's a question.
I
That's
don't
a-
think she meant to.
One of the wonders
Alice,
of the
if you're
world.
watching,
It wasn't. It
why did
wasn't
you
a
do that?
tiny bath.
Yeah, Shirley,
it was
why
very
did you drop it in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Comment
Did you-
below.
Were you feeling thirsty or something?
Maybe she didn't like the shoes.
Maybe.
That's
It was a
understandable.
Yeah, I
hair.
should probably throw them away.
Yeah.
Did you wash them?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, right,
Okay.
okay.
She had to wear them again after.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. What keeps you up at night?
Honestly,
Work.
I was gonna say like before shooting, being like, oh my god, we have to film tomorrow. That would keep me up at night. But otherwise, rain. I don't like the rain. I don't like
Yeah.
the rain keeping me up. You guys are gonna say something really deep, like.
My feelings about life and death and
just
myself
like,
and
the
how I feel within
rain.
society.
You can say MMC, Emily. You know, keeps you up at night. Have you done all nighter yet?
The timeline. No, I've come close to it. I mean, that was just time in first year, which I like. What was
you
I
doing
doing
in first
I
year?
don't know. Like, it's not a big deal. We were there until like 2 a.m. because we couldn't export. It kept exporting as like a single frame.
Yeah.
And it was so easy. The fix was so easy, but we had to wait until Jake, who doesn't go here anymore, but he went to work and he came back and then he fixed it for us. And we were just waiting in the
Wow.
MMC. So that's not exactly an all-nighter, but it felt like one.
I don't want to do an all-nighter. I don't want to do them.
Don't do it.
Well, my
Don't
mum
do
says
it.
you will, Matt. You will.
It's
you
not
will.
worth it.
I haven't done it.
Plan your
and
time properly. It's not worth it.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
I never did one for DuPont, so
Oh, good,
Yeah.
good.
it was just all day instead.
What are you, Ollie?
I mean, it is uni work.
Uni
I do
work,
my
yeah.
best uni work at night,
Really?
Mhm.
Oh, right.
without a doubt.
Oh.
Last semester, I planned my time very poorly. I had 2 assignments due
Last
in about a
semester.
week.
Shit.
It was an animated short I had to do, and I had to do the advanced post, which was like a title sequence.
Those were both such time-consuming.
Yeah, they were very time
Oh,
consuming.
is that when you were covered in blood?
No, wait, no.
What are you talking about? Was it?
That was my creative post. for
Oh, great
this,
post. All right. Okay. All right.
The advanced post was just After Effects stuff.
Oh, right.
I did those at night, straight up, and in about a couple of days each. Just by doing it at night and working through midnight
You
oil.
hearing this, Jake? Jake Hopkins.
Yeah, I worked
Give us
so
good
hard for you,
grades.
Jake. I worked so hard for you. I have so much. I feel so bad all the time for your modules. Anyway,
What about you, Ceri? Just work.
Something I said in year 5.
So you said in year
And
5.
I go, oh god, what did I say?
Can we hear it?
that's real.
Why did I do
What
that?
was it?
No, nothing specific.
Oh.
Just things in the past that I'm like, oh god, overthink it.
I think about what you do as well.
That makes me feel so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks,
Window or aisle on a plane?
Yes.
Window or aisle?
Window or aisle.
Window or
A
aisle?
window.
Window?
Window, of course. That's the only answer.
Yeah, it's window.
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 Easy window.
But are you gonna fly to Cannes?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
lucky
might-
you.
Because I'm flying with Anna and Brandon.
Let's get in the window.
Ah.
Anna's getting window. They booked that in early. Brandon and me, I'm not sure which one of us going to get aisle.
Who's getting
You
middle
should get
seat
aisle
now?
because you're taller.
I should.
Yeah, but
And
Brandon's
also-
pretty tall.
I do have. Thing
Not
is,
tall as
my
well.
knee. I sound old by saying this. My knee gets really
I've got a
agitated.
bad knee.
I do. During the premiere, it was burning.
Yeah.
Because there's no room
You
in front
sat
of you,
down.
and
Okay,
I had to
that
get. I
makes
told Becky. I had to push Becky aside and go. I'm so sorry.
Got
And
man's
stretch my
breath.
leg. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I realised I'm feeling old. I am
fair.
aged.
21.
21. I'm aged.
Cats or dogs?
Cats. Controversial.
Dogs. I love cats.
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 Yeah.
If you time travelled, where would you go?
Can you go in the past or
Yeah,
future?
future both.
Oh my gosh. Future. I want to see what's going on.
How far?
Really far. Like 1,000 years. I want to see how they're doing.
I was gonna say, I
Like
thought you were gonna say DuPont or something. You know.
1920.
I was
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
that.
We've lived that. We lived that for a
Yeah,
week.
we would have been
Yeah,
there.
you lived that. Yeah.
Been
Done
there,
that.
done
Yeah.
I want to see a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
I want to see a
That'd be
dinosaur. I
pretty
want to see what they look like. Because everyone's like, they're feathery, no, they're not. They're pink, no, they're not. I want to see what they look like. I want to
That's a
know.
good one.
Yeah, because how'd they know that they have little arms? And
Yeah, I
how'd
want
they
to
know
know.
that they were green?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They weren't there.
They could just go like, hey,
They
they could talk.
Yeah, yeah.
They could be like,
Maybe
that.
that's how the English language developed.
Yeah, the dinosaur recognize them. Hey,
I go
Back
to
to year
the
5.
1800s.
That's what you
were you thinking of saying that one? You were waiting for that.
you
I
jumped
go
in that.
Yep.
to the 1800s and I'll be a cowboy.
Nice.
Like in Red Dead Redemption.
Oh my god.
Favorite word.
Favorite word?
I was thinking that's a while.
Oh god, squiggle.
Squiggle.
Yeah, I like that word.
That sums up you, I think.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
I got 2
I'll
words.
take that.
I got moot.
Moot.
Can I moot an idea with you?
Oh right. Okay.
I like that one.
I think
And
I moot like on Twitter.
It's the name of a movie that's coming up, Megalopolis.
Megalo-
I find it's a very fun word to say. It starts like, it goes from the front to the back, and it goes all the way through through your mouth. It's very satisfying to say. Megalopolis. And I enjoy it. I got reasonings.
You thought about this.
I thought about this a lot today.
What are you, Ceri?
Mosey.
Mosey. What does that
Ooh.
mean?
It's like, oh, if you're just having a mosey, you're just like being a bit. You're
Well-
walking around shops.
Yeah, I do
You're just
that.
having a
Yeah,
mosey.
Yeah. You give me
Yeah.
mosey vibes.
You're either having a mosey or you're having a mooch.
Yeah.
And
Those
you
are
have to
two
say
very
it
different
like
things.
that.
Having a mosey, having a
mosey.
mooch.
Yeah,
Having a
mosey.
mooch.
Having a mooch.
Yeah.
So speaking of like words, where did the DuPont name come from? Quickly.
Oh,
Is it-
we
does it
looked
mean-
up like rich sounding names,
Yeah.
and then we found DuPont, and they were like,
I knew that I wanted it to be surname engagement.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like I knew the engagement was
it
there.
was because Ceri made the name of the film. That was what
So you
Ceri.
didn't call it Farron Engagement or something?
Oh no, but that would have been a really
No.
good idea.
Or
We're gonna
Carter
We're gonna
Engagement.
go with Posty Hawkins,
Hawkins,
Carter Carenza,
Engagement.
what Farron
Yeah.
engagement
Yeah,
for a little while.
Kirby
Melina
engagement.
engagement.
Yeah,
Guilty pleasure. Well, I'd say Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
Hey,
no,
that's not
that's
guilty.
that's not guilty at all.
Don't feel
That's
bad
not
about
guilty at all. Thank you.
What would you say?
Get back to me. Get back to me. Okay.
so right back to you.
Okay. Carry.
I still listen to similar songs that I listened to in like 2017.
I've seen your Shawn
Me
Mendes
too.
playlist.
Yeah.
I've seen your playlist with the Shawn Mendes and Olly Murs in there.
Exactly.
It's horrendous.
Yeah.
Olly Murs. Yeah, Olly Murs was my
It
era.
slaps.
Yeah,
Very
Olly
good.
Murs was good. Yeah.
Very good.
Troublemaker.
It was my first concert.
Really?
Yeah.
The Wanted as well. I love The Wanted.
The
yeah,
Wanted
yeah,
were really good.
yeah.
They're on my
Troublemaker
playlist.
was a good song. Was it Troublemaker?
Troublemaker.
What about you guys? Any?
I drink a lot of tea, but I don't think
Oh,
it's a
no,
guilty
I do
pleasure. I
the
think that's
same.
just me, you know,
Yeah,
being
I'm a big tea drinker as well.
British. Yeah.
I like watching Minecraft YouTube videos when I'm feeling stressed.
Me
Oh, right.
too.
It's very relaxing. I like watching very
Really? I
family
don't get
friendly.
PY.
I find it very relaxing sometimes.
It's like
watching
you don't have
family
to play
friendly.
it yourself. We already have one.
Once all my assignments done, we're going right back on Minecraft, building the DuPont Manor.
You could do a comic book on DuPont. That'd be pretty cool.
Ooh.
Oh, I used to
That'd
do
be so
cool.
books.
Well, now we got.
No,
Now that's the
Gotta
next
do it now.
project.
You have
I
to do
kind
it,
I
yeah.
kind of want to do it.
Favorite superhero.
I always loved Iron Man.
The OG is Batman for me.
Ceri.
I think Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
purely for Andrew Garfield.
Oh, that's fair enough.
That's all.
DC or Marvel.
I don't care for either. I'm really sorry. I know as a
No,
film
neither do
film person.
Don't care.
Sorry.
I used to care quite a bit. I used to be quite a Marvel person, but I just like stories and I like the Batman film.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I'm admitting I don't really care for either.
3 more. Favorite favorite photos or videos.
I know what your favourite video is.
What? Well, no, not
Oh,
Yeah.
No,
That, you know,
photos
and
or
poop in the water.
videos.
Oh, I see.
Photos or videos.
video because you can take a photo from a video.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, we're film students. We have to say video.
Kind of have to say video.
We've
Has
got no
anyone ever
choice.
said photos?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you can frame them.
Liars.
Favorite camera.
Oh,
Oh,
The Black Magic.
Black Magic.
They're easy.
It's kind of the only one.
Easy to
Yeah.
work.
Black Magic. Not C100s.
So another C100.
A camcorder.
Camcorders. I like camcorders.
I like camcorders.
They
I'm
are
fond of
fun.
camcorders.
Sony camcorder.
If you had the chance, who would you like to see on the show next? Here. If you have the chance, the choice.
Okay, how much scope are we talking?
Well, it could be. Well, you could probably do. I mean, my dream is to get Harrison Ford on, but that's not going to happen. But
Might.
well, if you think
Well,
about people
just
that we
you
know,
wait
or-
for who's here now. No,
Yeah, this is your life. People that we may know in the MMC, or people on the course, or your
think-
cast of DuPont.
You should interview the lecturers.
Cast
Like-
of
Ooh.
DuPont would be really good.
I want to
Yeah.
see Alex Hill on here.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Or
I'm
is it
thinking of doing that. Yeah,
I want to see the Julienne people.
yeah.
But that's just
definitely.
because I love them so much.
They're my pals.
Yeah,
Have you had Over on here?
I'm getting over. They're all
Yeah.
going. They're all coming back after Cannes.
Yeah.
Ah,
You got me
Yes.
right before.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get as many people as I possibly can.
definitely
I'm-
lecturers though. I think
Lecturers,
that would-
definitely.
Yeah.
And is there anyone that you'd like to say thank you and friend mentions and shout outs to the camera? Like if you'd like to shout out to your friends and family.
You go first.
Thank you to everyone who donated to our film and for being in our film and for helping on our film. Love you all. Couldn't have done it without you.
There's a reason why our special thanks is so huge. There's
Yeah,
so
that's
many
true.
people who donated.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Thank you to everyone who actually believed in the film as well, who were advocates from the
Looking
start.
at you, Julio.
Like you as well.
What did I do?
You always like bring up our film.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
it's
appreciate
good.
it.
It's good. It's,
That's
I loved
people
it. Yeah,
who
yeah.
are like. I'm also very grateful for everyone who's like. I'm looking forward to DuPont because that meant a lot.
Really? I just say it because
No, it meant a
people
lot.
say it, and I'm like, well, no, it's just true. I'm
No,
excited. to
it
see
meant, it meant a hell of a lot. Knowing
Oh,
people were
thanks,
looking
that's
forward
very
to something
nice,
that we were making.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
that was awesome.
I will miss torturing Emily and like come and say, oh look at that.
I'm sure you will continue.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I have one more. I have to say thanks to Rob from first year.
Oh.
Every time I come into MMC, he goes DuPont,
He's
Yeah,
so
love
nice.
Rob.
DuPont!
Yeah.
and very
Yeah.
very
Ro-
nice.
Love Rob. Love
Him
Rob.
and his flaming
Very
hot
sweet.
jacket.
That was cool, wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to get that.
That
It'd
was
be good to get a
amazing.
water one. There you go.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
yeah!
that'd be cool.
Shark Boy and Fire Girl.
Boy,
Yeah.
there we
I
go.
love that game.
Yeah.
JD as well.
Of
Yeah,
course.
big up
Yeah,
JD.
who sadly can't be with us.
So thank you to Stansted Park for letting us have the manor.
Oh yes,
Appreciate
that as
that.
well.
Yeah.
And the
dog
Airbnb.
that was there.
And the
And
dog.
the Airbnb.
Oh, the dog, the moral
Yeah.
support dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you to my
And your
parents
family
for
as
giving me
well.
money.
Family.
Thanks,
Thank you
Mum.
To my
Thank you.
parents and my
Thank
sisters.
you.
Thanks, Dad.
And
my aunts and uncles.
where can people find you
Oh,
on
that's
socials? Well, no.
I'm off the grid.
I'm napping.
On
literally.
Instagram and
gone.
stuff. People can follow you. DuPont has an Instagram, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
DuPont has
Can
an
you like put it
Instagram.
on the screen?
Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an
Okay.
Instagram. I have my film one. I don't know how you spell it. It's Ceri.
You don't know. how to
Ceri's underscore films, I think.
That's
You'll
what-
find it.
Yeah. I'm Olly Howland with a Y prod on Instagram.
Do you ever want to, Emily?
I don't have an Instagram, but I have a LinkedIn.
Oh.
Maybe
Very
updated it
fancy.
Look
like
at you.
2 years ago.
I have a link to
Emily Brodie 12. I'm sure you'll find me if you just search that up. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's it.
Oh my god.
Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thank you for inviting us.
having
Thank
us.
you.
Hope the film is really, really good, and hope the film makes you skyrocket and everything, and put it in festivals. It's a good film, and I hope it does well for you guys. And you're very hardworking. You'll be missed in the MMC, so it's a shame. So, well, good luck with it. No, I really mean it. Good luck with it. Make sure you sign my poster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Will
JD
do.
to sign it as well, and make sure you sign my book. And and that's it. So that's
Oh,
it.
very
Thank you very much.
nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you for
you for
having
inviting
us.
us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And that's it. So that's it. That's the second FMP interview. Thank you to the DuPont crew. Woo! More FMP people. I want to get as many on as possible, and FMP script writers as well. If you want to be on the show, again, CT+. And I always end the episode with this. Harrison Ford, please come on my show. If you ever view this, please, please, please. So that's chat and that. Thank you very much. That's DuPont. And I'm just going to take my invite and go. Thanks.
Bye. Doodles.
Bye.
Bye. See ya.
Invited to the DuPont engagement.